This is for the guys who are staying here and want to get married in the US. You're not going to travel. You're going to stay here. That is the majority of men. And I'm particularly talking to black men. What is your money market value right now? What type of lifestyle can you provide your wife? If she was staring you smack in your face right now, what type of lifestyle are you willing to provide for this woman? Remember, this is your wife. What is your money looking like right now? I'm not talking about ambition. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. I'm talking about right now. I know we hear, the talk about men don't care about a woman's money. That's false. Only the top 10%, 15% of men don't care about a woman's money because they can provide a certain lifestyle for that woman to where she can stay at home and you could take care of everything else. But the majority of men, that statement does not apply to you. You do care about how much money a woman makes because you have to. And that's not a slight to you all because we all know that 3 out of 4 women who are married are in the workforce. So that is normal. So for every man to keep going out there saying that men don't care about your money, Kevin Samuels was not talking to you. He was talking about the top 10, 15% of men. We clear? Good. All right. So looking at your money and where you're at right now, can you be a sole provider? Which basically means you can afford to have your wife stay at home. She doesn't have to work at all. She doesn't even have to pick up a passion project just to, make her own money so she can spend on what she wants. This woman is taken care of. Can you provide that type of lifestyle? This is something that men need to start thinking about if you're on the dating market looking for marriage. And this is a conversation that you need to have with women when you start to get serious. What type of lifestyle can you provide for her? Can you be a sole provider? Or can you be a primary breadwinner, which basically means that you can afford 70% of the household bills or whatever you guys spend. So typically, this is what comes with women who have like passion projects. So these are the type of scenarios that you need to start thinking about. So your wife can have a passion project and she can start bringing in money like that. But for the majority of the bills, you pay that. As a man, can you afford that right now? Start looking at your finances because these are the conversations that men need to have because we have too many, type of joking conversations about women need to do this and they need to be open to 50-50. But what type of lifestyle are you providing? Another variable to that is egalitarian, which basically means 50-50. Is your money short and you need your wife to work full-time just like you work full-time so you guys can split the bills down the middle? You need to figure out what you can afford. Start thinking about this stuff now. And I'm not just talking about the young guys, I'm talking about the older gentlemen as well, because there are a lot of 35 and up year old men who are making the average. Is that enough to support a stay-at-home mom? No. Is it enough to support you being a primary breadwinner, 70% of the bills? No. So you need your wife to bring in 50%. Is that you? You need to start looking for women who fit that narrative. Or, and this is, not ideal, but is your wife going to be the breadwinner or the sole provider? If you don't make a lot of money, and typically there's a lot of guys who may be, disabled. I understand that. But if you're a man who makes less than your wife, are you willing to enter into a marriage like that? Because we already went through a full breakdown of the issues that come with that. So this is something that men have to look at internally. What's your money looking like right now? This is something, if you hear me saying this, that you need to start looking at this because I've gotten a lot of emails, and this is funny. After I do those budget shows where I'll do the 50-30-20 rule, there's been multiple men and women telling me thank you because I've never budgeted out my bills ever. I did not know that I was spending that much money on cable bill alone each month. So you need to start thinking, what type of woman can you afford? Because yes, if you find your dream woman, you need to take care of this woman, right? And I'm not saying that you got to be a sole provider, But just, do for your own essay, see where you factor in, and stop running with this damn narrative saying that you don't care about a woman's money, because the majority of men have to, because you need it to survive. And that's no slight. It just is what it is.